welcome to Chow Time. Did you ever buy some chocolate chip ice cream and you needed a magnifying glass to find the chips? Or how about you come home from the store with a half a gallon of cherry ice cream and there's probably about 6 or 7 little tiny little bits of cherry in it? Well, I have a great solution, and you don't even need an ice cream machine. Now, the first thing I did to make this fantastic fresh cherry coffee ice cream with dark chocolate covered cashews was I melted dark chocolate chips in a double boiler, and then I stirred in 2 cups of salted cashews and I let those dry. You can also speed up the process in the refrigerator, and then all I'm going to do is break them apart. And there is no better marriage than chocolate and salt. One time I had the opportunity to talk to Julia Child, and I said, if you could invent any kind of ice cream, what would it be? And she said, vanilla coffee bourbon swirl. And then she said, if anyone invents it, you will send me a quart now, won't you? She was great. These are sufficiently broken up. I'm just going to set those aside. Now, I have a half a gallon of coffee ice cream, and you want to leave this out at room temperature for about 15 minutes or so, just to get it a little bit softened. And while that's softening, I'm going to take about a cup and a half of fresh, really sweet, wonderful Bing cherries. I'm going to prep these. So of course I pull the stem out, and I'm going to cut each one in half, twist it open, get the pit out, and then cut each half in half, like that. And that's done. Now, one thing I do like to do is I like to dab it with some paper towels, just a little bit, so it doesn't bleed too much into the ice cream. Put those back in the cup. Now we're going to put the whole thing together. So my ice cream has softened enough to work with. And it's always good to start with a pretty good quality base ice cream. Just kind of work it a little bit just to soften it more. Break it up. Now I'm going to add all the goodies. My fresh cherries and my chocolate covered cashews. And just kind of carefully work that into the ice cream. Now we're going to put it back in the container. Stuff it all back in there. There are so many goodies in this. You know, one nice thing about stirring that ice cream is you're taking a lot of air out of it. So the ice cream itself is going to be much richer and creamier. And then I like to put a little piece of plastic wrap over the ice cream. Press it right down on the surface. And that way you won't get that frosty top that sometimes happens with ice cream. You put the top back on. And then we're going to put it back in the freezer and refreeze it. I like to do it for about 6 hours or even better, overnight. I was dreaming about this last night. I already know how it's going to taste. This is an unbelievable dessert. In fact, I love to serve this to friends because they will inevitably say, "Where did you get this ice cream?" And here's the thing too, the possibilities are endless. Like chocolate ice cream with dried banana chips and cut up peanut butter cups, or coconut ice cream with pieces of white chocolate covered pretzel, or how about broken up malted milk balls stirred into strawberry ice cream, or maybe vanilla ice cream with pieces of milk chocolate covered dried apricot. That would be delicious. Or goose liver sorbet with Skittles. No, that wouldn't work. Okay, bits of soft caramel mixed into orange sherbet.